Would you believe me if I told you this was vegan? Let's get this.
What does the buffalo say when it sees an attractive female? Buff. Hello. No, that is the worst joke I've ever told in my life. In today's recipe, we're doing a buffalo chicken burger. But instead of chicken, we're using a pretty cool little ingredient called vital wheat gluten. Once you've made your vital wheat gluten into a dough, steam it for about 45 minutes and make sure it's fully cooled. Then you're going to want to cut it into chicken-like shapes. Then put it into some vegan buttermilk, which is basically almond milk and a squeeze of lime. Once that's done, get it fried off like it's Hyde Park in April till it's golden. Smother it in some of that buffalo sauce that I'm going to teach you how to make later, of course. And now the fun commences. Hit the bun with a little bit of vegan ranch, some of that chicken, more ranch, some herbs. And oh my god.
I had a dream that someday I would just fly away. And I always knew I couldn't stay. So I had a dream that I'd just fly away, away, oh.
I didn't miss an actual hamburger eating this, and I don't think you will either. This recipe makes 2 servings, so make sure you have someone to share it with or just save it for later. In a food processor or a high-speed blender, add all of these ingredients and blend until just combined. One tip is to freeze the mixture for 30 minutes, then shape and grill in olive oil and assemble. I used fresh potato buns, special sauce, the burger, greens, tomatoes, and cabbage slaw. And of course, lastly, dive in.
Here's the beet burger recipe I used for my last camping trip. 1 beet, this one's actually a white beet, interesting. Shred it, add some walnuts, black beans, garlic, thyme, rosemary, and then a little bit of flaxseed, tapioca starch, and olive oil. This will help bind it a bit. Of course, salt and pepper. Feel free to add anything else you want. Garlic, onion, just blend it. I'm not too worried about getting a paste. These are a little better with a few chunks in it. Roll these out into balls and then flatten them into patties. I'm doing it by hand, but you can use any method you like. Grill until you get a nice char. Like, look at that. These almost look better than the red beets. I was in a rush shooting this, so I'm not gonna actually plate this on a burger, but here's what it looked like on my camping trip. If you enjoyed that, check out some.
Let's make a smash burger.
I'm going to show you how to make the easiest vegan burger patties only using 3 ingredients. The first ingredient we'll need is 1 cup of oat flour. If you just have oats, simply grind them up in a food processor and you can make oat flour. Then you can put the oat flour in a mixing bowl and in the same food processor add 1 can of beans. I'm using black beans today, but you can use any kind of beans that you want. Add that into the mixing bowl along with 1 cup of pasta sauce or salsa. Then mix it really well. And those are the 3 ingredients. I know, so easy. It's super easy to remember too. It's just 1, 1, 1. 1 cup of oat flour, 1 can of beans, and 1 cup of pasta sauce or salsa. Now shape the mixture into balls around half a cup each, then heat a little oil on a non-stick pan on medium-high heat, then flatten the balls into a burger patty shape using a spatula. If the mixture is sticky, simply wet the spatula with a little bit of water, and that should do the trick. Cook on each side for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then enjoy in a burger, however way you want. Feel free to freeze these patties.
This is how to make the perfect plant-based burger.
Believe it or not, this is not fried chicken. This is seitan, and this is how to make it. Knead together your plain flour and water to form a soft dough. I use a stand mixer because I was lazy, but you can just use your hands if you want. So this is where it gets a bit strange. You're going to wash your dough in cold water to remove all the starches. This leaves behind a sticky, glutinous sponge. The dough itself is really bland. Add loads of seasonings here: garlic powder, smoked paprika, chili powder, oregano, and knead it in so it's really well dispersed into the dough, because this is what's going to add all the flavor. Let the dough rest for about 2 hours, then pull it and tie up into knots. This is what's going to create those meaty fibers. I then boiled the seitan for about 30 minutes in vegetable stock, nori, miso, shiitake mushrooms to infuse it with as much flavor as possible. I just sprinkled on some more spices and then dipped it into an oat milk and flour batter, and then dredged it in some more flour, sort of KFC style. I fried them up till they were super crispy, and I promise you your house will smell like KFC. I served it with some sriracha mayo and lettuce, and damn, they are good.